Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And I'm back here at my well. You know, if you followed me for a while, I installed this well about maybe going on 2 years now. It was in January of 2017 or 18 maybe. We're November 2019 right now, so it's been a little while. I've had it. I've been very fortunate and blessed. It's 28 gallons per minute. And the way we've got it configured is at 80 psi, so I can really hammer some water to the yard. It's 600 feet deep. If you know anything about a well, you take that 600 feet, multiply it times 1.5, which is 900, and that's how many gallons of storage of water that I have. My well pump itself sits about 550, so that's 550 foot deep. So about 50 foot of that water, I'm really not getting any benefit of that. But so that's 850 feet roughly of water, 800 feet or so of storage that I have to use on my yard. Of course, this also waters the garden. But I like to take care of my investment. I look at this as an investment to my property. I think in this neighborhood there's about 110 or 112 homes in my neighborhood, and there's 2 houses that have a well, myself and another guy, so it's a big selling bonus to someone. No, this water does not go inside the house because we're on city water and they have some kind of rule or whatever that this water can't go in the house for contamination reasons or something along the line. And yeah, I could probably be very stubborn and unruly and force the issue and use this water, but I mean, we use so little water, the water bill is not all that expensive, so I just leave it as is. And so that makes this dedicated to my yard, my garden. I have spigots all around the house. If I'm washing the house, if I'm washing a car, vehicle, whatever, we use this water because it's free. Well, as part of protecting it, is I'm going to shut this down today, and then I'm going to blow out my irrigation lines and show you how I do that. It's just a simple air fitting, and you can see right here's my main line that comes out of the well, and it kind of goes down in the ground and then surfaces back up here where I got easy access to it and all. When I do my renovation on my yard, I'm going to raise all my irrigation heads up a little bit, and when I flatten the ground out, and when I do that, I'm going to reconfigure this and put a big underground box, so all this will be underground as well. These valves go to my garden. I actually wanted those up high so that I don't hit them with my Ventrac tiller by accident, so they'll stay like that. But I am going to reconfigure this pipe right here, and this main pipe right here comes right off the well. So basically I'm going to take my on-off valve, I'm going to cut my water supply to the system off. Now I don't have any water supply going to the irrigation system itself. So yes, I could walk around and manually open up all my irrigation valves and let the water drain out. That would probably work because it's all coming back downhill right here. But what would happen is all that water would end up puddling right here and make a mess and muddy and yuck. So I'm going to take the water and send it back the other way. Now I don't have any pressure coming to push the irrigation heads up, so I'm going to use air to do that. So I'm basically going to clip that on right there, and that's basically just a T valve, a T fitting with a valve, an on-off valve. Now I've got just a little air chuck valve right here that I can cut on and off. Alright, so what I'll do now that it's built up pressure is come over and turn both my valves on real nice and slow. Now the air pressure is what's going to push the water out of the line, make my heads pop up and push the water out of the irrigation heads. Now I'm just going to leave that plugged up the entire process because it's going to be coming off and on, off and on, off and on, because as I push air out of the line, I've got to replace that air with something, and it'll come from my little, what is this thing? Hitachi air pump tank. I got that at Lowe's, I believe. You know, I've got the Rainbird ESP Me, and it's got a Wi-Fi controller in there. That way I can download the app on my phone, control my irrigation system, all from my phone. So I just hit this little button right here. I've got a manual run button. I hit that. Look at there. So that's actually air pressure that's pushing that water out. Now it is a little bit time consuming because I've got to wait and let my air pump build up, and that guy just pulled around here with the mower. Now I'm sitting in the road and there's a car coming. Now it is a little bit time consuming because I've got to wait in between my zones to let my air compressor build back up some air pressure. I don't have a really big air pump here. While I'm going through all the motions, I'll get up all my hose pipe here. So do you call it garden hose or hose pipe? Bluegrass back here is starting to come in pretty good. Still got one little spot kind of right in the middle right there. It's kind of being a little bit of trouble, but it'll be here before spring. Test plot back here is just jumping like its mind is bad. Really nice deep dark green color. A little bit of striping action going on. I mowed this with a walk behind mower, so it does stripe a little bit. Try to shake all the water out of those that I can. It'll come out if you shake it. Most of it will. Now I've got so much hose pipe out here. It's kind of, I've got a lot of money invested in it. And I'll take just a simple air blow off nozzle, whatever you call it. What I'll do is take my hand and wrap it around the end, stick it in there and try to seal it off. And look at there. Look at all that water in that hose pipe. Oh. Now this is the my neighbor's test plot. Test plot, it's not a test plot. This is my neighbor's backyard that we've been managing about 2 years now. Love your neighbor, right? Like God commands us to do. And I'm gonna tell you what, man, she is jumping. I haven't mowed it since I aerated and seeded. And boy, I'm telling you, it needs a good mow right now. She is bushy and shaggy. Now of course I'm gonna cut this at 4 inches because heck, my grass right, it's at least 5 inches tall, maybe 5.5 in some places. So I'm gonna catch a real nice warm pretty day with the next 2 or 3 days after that is going to be nice and pretty when I mow it. I'm not going to mow it with heavy frost the day after, the 2 days after, 3 days after. I'm going to make sure I have a good 3 or 4 day window of nice mild weather before I cut this. Now, I've seen it happen both ways. I've seen a yard cut and a heavy frost the next morning, and it completely and totally zapped the color completely out of it. Just boom, turn it yellow looking almost. And then I've seen yards where it gets mowed the day after is a heavy frost and it doesn't even affect it. So I kind of tend to err on the side of caution. So I'm gonna wait and make sure I've got mild weather before I mow this. One thing I will do after I blow out all my lines is I'll go around and I'll just manually open. Ooh, I still got my air on back here. I'll just manually open all the valves like that. That way anything that might be left can just kind of gravity feed back down to the well, because that's all at the bottom of the hill anyway. And hey, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get on my email list. All that's in the description. Really big Christmas gift gonna be given away to one person. You need to be a subscriber to the channel, and you need to be on my email list. That's kind of the communication part of it. And I'm simply doing it just to say thank you, because the YouTube thing is really blown up and done really well this year, and I'm humbled by that and grateful for it. And so as a way to say thank you, I'm giving away a Y Bravo mower. It's going to be either 25 or 21, whatever size you want. Part of that's going to be a SRM 225 Stihl string trimmer, weed eater, one just like I use, a BR 700 blower. Actually, let's make it a BR 800 blower, and I'll let you pick between the one that pulls on the side or the traditional pull rope. Let's also throw in a Strom battery powered sprayer, and let's throw in, you'll have to watch the next video for the next one. So be sure you're subscribed. And hey, I love movies, absolutely love Star Wars, Avengers, Marvel, DC Comics. I love the trailers, the teaser trailers. It builds anticipation, it builds hype for the movie. And that's kind of what I've been doing with this little giveaway, is kind of trying to build a little hype around it and get you pumped up about it, because this is a big deal. This is probably $2,500 worth of stuff that I'm going out and buying with my own money, and I'm gonna ship it directly to the winner. And I want you excited about it, because I am just as excited about giving it away as whoever the person is that's going to be getting it. So hey, all that's going to be in the description. Check it out. It's simple as pie. You subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you fill out the little thing to be on the email list. It's literally that easy. Anybody can do it. Say thank you for watching. I'll check you later.